Welcome to the Jerry Gray Show. This channel talks about narcissism and everything in between. I wanted to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. One of the things that you really need to be paying attention to is your level of self care, because at the end of the day, you can't let that slip off. Narcissists, they pay attention to stuff like that. If you're not taking care of your hair all of a sudden, if you don't smell as good all of a sudden, they're like, okay, this is really working, and let me go ahead and ramp this stuff up because I got him. At the end of the day, if your self care slips, it's time to take a break. You should use it more as an alarm system. Anything slips off, anything at all, that's when you know that it's serious. It's not something that you should write off, because if you're doing something your whole life, it becomes like such a habit to where you wouldn't naturally just stop doing it. But it feels natural, so it's just one of those things where it slips off. You're like, I'm just not gonna do it today. And it's not a big deal. The narcissist wants to turn you into a hoarder. They want to turn you into that, and that's what happened to all these people. They met and or been around somebody like that, and next thing you know, over the course of a few years, they fill their house with garbage. Do you want to fill your house with garbage? No, then you make sure that you know what I'm saying. I think cleaning should be like a cornerstone, like it should be a main activity every day, like over surfing the internet, over everything. It's like cleaning, repairing, or like learning something. Just because you know you're doing something constructive when you do it. But in general, organizing outside of you helps you like organize better inside. You know what I mean? Don't be a hoarder. Don't be a hoarder. That's the Do not be a hoarder. You know what I mean? Don't be a hoarder. But my point is this: is that it starts out with just little things that you stop doing. You got to think about it over the course of like 20 years or 30 years or even 50 years, right? It starts out with just little things. It's just like how the narcissist does with your um with your boundaries. These little things, and the next thing you know, years later, it's gone like a mile. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that you can't become a hoarder. I mean, it can happen to you. So don't hoard. Don't hoard. Now, this isn't the video about hoarding, but I want to say that I think hoarding is started by somebody who stops getting sleep. It's just one of those things where everything seems like it's harder and harder to do when you're not sleeping. You make a bigger deal about doing something. You're like, and then when you do it, you're like, dang, that wasn't as big as I thought it was. I think it starts like that, right? And then eventually it becomes like a habit. The idea that you, and that's all I got. Peace. So, like I said, self care is the most important part of dealing with the narcissist. You got to know when to take a break. But a lot of this stuff makes me think about like I've had times where I've been like a delivery person. I've delivered pizzas at people's places, which is a real tongue twister, but and they were hoarding, and it's weird. And the thing is that one of the only places I've been to that was like that, right? I only think I've been. I think I only been to one place, but I might have been to like two. But one of the places I'm trying to drop, give them the pizza, and they want me to come and sit it on the counter. And normally I don't even do that, but it was just like the way it was set up. I felt like I could do that without being harmed. But there was a lot of